For those that want to make good money, social media has been a great tool to use considering the different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube provide an outlet for making money just by posting content that people would love. This is what plenty of our current social media influencers and YouTube sensations are doing, is they're making videos while making money off the content they post. One of these guys is a young man by the name of Donald De La Haye. Not a lot of you might be familiar with the name Donald De La Haye, especially now that most people are concerned with an entirely different Donald for entirely different reasons. But you might be more familiar with this guy if you were used to his social media name, Deestroying. At this point, that name probably is ringing a lot of bells in your head because this young man's YouTube channel has over 3.1 million subscribers, and one of his videos garnered over 10 million views. But he actually earned his YouTube fame when one of the former college football place kickers' trick shots he made went viral back in 2014. Deestroying also made the news in his career due to him making money off of his YouTube channel. As a college football player, he was not allowed to make money off of his athletic ability due to the NCAA's rules. So when he was given a choice between his college football eligibility and scholarship and his YouTube channel, he chose to make money out of his social media presence as the NCAA once again came under fire for their strict rules on athletes not allowed to make money while still in college. Since choosing his YouTube career over his college football scholarship and eligibility, Deestroying has been making viral videos online and even won $100,000 off of Logan Paul in a race. Deestroying has also made money by partnering with the NFL, EA Sports, Reebok, Foot Locker, Burger King, and AT&T among others in his videos and other projects he instantly became an online sensation with. Other than that, his YouTube channel has become a hit among football fans around the world thanks to how engaging his personality and content are. He regularly posts videos of him doing his thing as a football player and even documents his life through his videos so that his fans would be able to connect with him and understand how he got to where he is today. Born in Costa Rica, his family moved to the United States when he was just 7 years old. Deestroying actually spent his early life as a soccer player because football, yes, the American football, wasn't a thing back in his native country. He eventually learned how to play the American style of football when, as a young boy, he was basically dragged into the school's football team when the coach was looking for someone who could kick the ball. Owing to the fact that he did play soccer back in Costa Rica, he was the perfect candidate for that role, and he eventually got a scholarship to go to the University of Central Florida. To make the story short, he lost his scholarship when it was discovered that he was making money off of his YouTube channel by making use of his football skills. He chose his YouTube career over his college scholarship because of how he thought that the NCAA was demanding too much from him, such as demonetizing his videos, and by telling him not to post anything that is related to football in any manner. Deestroying may have missed out on his chance to go to the NFL when he lost his college scholarship, but he did sign with the Toronto Argonauts in the Canadian Football League, as he's still trying to pursue that football career and perhaps another chance at the NFL. He technically isn't on a CFL roster because he's more of a practice player for the Argonauts, and there are even speculations that he was only signed by that team so that they can improve their viewership, considering that the CFL isn't really making that much money and doesn't have a lot of fans. Well, those are merely speculations, but we can say for sure that Deestroying has a chance to crack the main roster and even make it all the way to the NFL, not only because of his social media presence, but also because he works hard on his game. With all that said, it's quite obvious that Deestroying is making good money even though he's yet to make it on the NFL. The boy is cashing it in and has an estimated net worth of $1.2 million. Maybe he did make the right move by choosing his YouTube channel over his college football career. But how is Deestroying making so much money? Well, it's not because he's a professional football player, that's for sure, because he's earning only a bit over $500 from the Argonauts. Of course, it's his YouTube channel that's been helping him earn a lot of money. With over 3 million subscribers and 450 million views accumulated, he's averaging 500,000 views in a single day. Deestroying's videos could potentially generate $2,500 a day from his videos alone, and that amounts to $880,000 a year from the ads on his YouTube videos. Making it in the NFL is still the ultimate goal for him because the lowest paid place kicker actually makes a bit over $500,000, while the highest paid is making more than $5 million a year. If Deestroying could make it to the NFL, he could augment his earnings with a good contract that will at least give him $500,000 a single year on top of the earnings he's making from his YouTube channel. So now that we know that Deestroying is making good money from his YouTube channel alone, not counting the different sponsorships and endorsement deals he has with the likes of EA Sports, the NFL, and Burger King to name a few, we're here to talk about how Deestroying spends his millions. Charity. One of the most prominent social media news about Deestroying was when he took part in the Challenger Games hosted by YouTube sensation Logan Paul and went on to defeat the man. His prize money was $100,000, but instead of keeping the money, Deestroying was kind enough to donate the money to a charity of his choice. He may not be making that much compared to a lot of other YouTube personalities and athletes, but we're able to see that Deestroying has a generous heart that's willing to donate $100,000 for a good cause. We would only hope that someone like Deestroying would also donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to our own bank account because, let's face it, some of us may be charity cases when it comes to the money that we're making. Cars. In one of his videos, Deestroying said that working as a YouTube sensation was what allowed him to make good money, as he was actually able to buy himself a car. While he was never too open to share what car he bought with all that YouTube and sponsorship money, Deestroying is believed to drive a Lexus ES350, which has a starting price of about $40,000, which isn't the cheapest price when it comes to standard sedans in today's market. If Deestroying continues to make more money out of his social media presence, he could one day become rich enough to go for luxury cars that cost well over $100,000. House. Even though Deestroying has just cracked $1 million in terms of his net worth thanks to his YouTube channel, he was still able to make enough money that allowed him to buy himself a house. He's never had a house tour video posted on his YouTube channel, but his girlfriend Kiana Wute did post a video of her and Deestroying moving into their new house while giving a house tour that is nearly 40 minutes long in her own channel. The house is believed to be located in Florida, but Deestroying and Kiana may be renting while staying in Toronto as he's still a member of the Toronto Argonauts and is mandated to be in Canada as long as he is contracted as a practice player for that team. But renting in Toronto isn't cheap because it's a big and expensive city. A regular one-bedroom apartment in Toronto will cost you around $2,000 a month. And if you think about the fact that Deestroying is only making $500 a week on his Argonauts contract, he surely is paying for his apartment using his own personal fortune instead. Luxury items. When you're worth over $1 million, you're allowed to splurge on yourself. That's why Deestroying and his girlfriend Kiana bought his and her Gucci Supreme backpacks that aren't exactly affordable. The backpacks can be bought for at least $1,450 each, which is a steep price to pay for any backpack, but is still very much affordable to someone like Deestroying who's making millions. From what we know about Deestroying, he isn't exactly that flashy, and he likes to live a life as simple as possible while making money off of YouTube and other revenue streams. We can only be happy for the guy, especially after what he went through in college and what he could have been had he continued to pursue that college football career and possibly even an NFL career. But hey, at least he's making all that money right now, and he's cashing it in all the right places. So that's everything we have on Deestroying and how he's spending his money. If you want to learn more about other celebrities and personalities and how they spend their fortune, you can hit that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in to us, and we hope to see you again in one of our next videos.